It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? There's a neighborly day in the beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
Oh, no.
Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? We're already starting off on a good foot.
Let's sing about God's amazing grace. Who breaks the power of sin and darkness, whose love is mighty and so much stronger, the King of glory, the King above all kings, who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder and leaves us breathless in awe and wonder, the God of glory, King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Nope. Who brings our chaos back into order, who makes the orphan a son and daughter, the King of glory, the King of glory, who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance, the King of glory, the King above all kings. Yeah, this is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, worthy, worthy, worthy. Oh, this is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Welcome to Musical Monday. Today is all about grace. And that's a term that we throw around a lot, grace, God's grace. He's been so good to me because of his grace. But what does that mean? What does God's grace mean? Sometimes it can be helpful to just put things into words. So, Eddie, what does God's grace mean to you?
Well, I think it has to do with God's unmerited favor. His grace to us is something that we didn't earn. It is a favor that he shows to us, his favor, his grace, his mercy on our behalf. And it's nothing that we did or didn't do to deserve that or to earn that. And that's the awesome thing about God's grace is it's not dependent upon us necessarily. It's not dependent upon whether we've done the checklist of things that people tend to think that we can do or have to do, or, did you come to church every day last year, or did you miss a week, or it's not dependent upon that. It's just dependent upon the person of God and who he is, really. So that's kind of the cool thing about grace.
Well said. So it's a free gift if you'll take it, right? So that's what we always want to put forefront on Musical Monday, even though we like to have a lot of fun. So we have an amazing vocalist lined up today, decades of experience, but they couldn't be here, so I asked Eddie to fill in. So we couldn't find anybody else.
With an introduction like that, who needs friends, right?
People often ask us, what are we going to do on 40 minutes on Musical Monday? We don't know. We have a loose plan, but yes. I got some things down here we might try later.
It gets looser and looser as the show goes on, I believe. So I usually get handed a notebook 2 minutes before I walk in the studio, and Braden says, "No need to prepare. You don't need to do this. Just sing."
Everybody, we trust you. So every song that we're doing today has something to do with grace, if not in the title, in one of the verses. So we're going to do all 3 verses of "Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing." So here's an intro.
Come, thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Here I raise mine Ebenezer, hither by thy help I'm come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God. He to rescue me from danger interposed his precious blood. Oh, to grace how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy grace, Lord, like a fetter, bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it for thy courts above.
Let's talk about some of these words. Second verse, here I raise mine Ebenezer, hither by thy help I'm come. Can you translate that? What does that mean?
That means if you've ever seen Scrooge.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I just thought I'd throw that in there for fun. No, Ebenezer is kind of a stone of remembrance. When the Israelites would do certain things, they would lay an altar of stones or something to remember what it was that God had done for them. So it's kind of like Ebenezer's kind of symbolic of a remembrance stone or a marker that we would call, like in our lives, what was a significant event in your life. Like, when they crossed the Red Sea, they put a pile of stones in the middle of the sea, and they also put another pile over on the promised side there that they had all gone to. And so it was a way just to remember what had happened and what God had done.
That's cool. I've sung that. You ever sing a verse and you're like, I don't know what this means, but I'm going to sing it? It's one of those. And the twisting knife in the heart verse is third verse, third line. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Ugh. Yeah. It's true, though.
And I think we've all been there. I think that's a real true line. And I think, just we have that penchant to do that. I think, that old nature that fights against the new nature in Christ is always coming around. And it makes us go, well, what about over there? What if I go and just do that? Or, it's a small thing. It might start off small and then it grows into something bigger. But we kind of wander off sometimes, I think, from God's plan. And
that's why we have grace.
Tough. That's right. Yep.
We're working on the camera 2 Eddie cam. Just a moment. Boom, Eddie cam. You'll see that. Actually, Eddie, why don't you reminisce about the 80s real quick? Can you do a slow pan in, Josh? You don't. I can't take you serious. All right, let's stop with that.
I think you panned over and lost me in the shot. We're high production value here.
All right.
Getting artistic on us.
Here you go. Let's put this on.
Well, must be time for this if we're getting artistic.
Yeah. So we're gonna.
Has this been treated for lice? Just checking.
I don't know where the lice would go on you.
All right, I think I'm out of here, folks. It's been fun. Hadn't been real fun. Somebody out there, help me, please. Help me.
So you have the hat on because I'm going to ask you to do just the first verse of Come Thou Fount, but in a country accent. We're not making fun of the hymn. We're just making fun of Eddie. So
just another typical musical Monday.
Yeah. So here, let me give you an intro.
Okay. Come Thou Fount of every blessing, to my heart to sing Thy grace.
You sound like my first church.
Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above.
There we go.
Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of Thy redeeming love.
Ooh.
All I had to do was break every rule that I tell the choir not to do.
I was gonna say every you can toss that
Yeah, I have a feeling that'll come back to haunt me one day in a post-roll video or something.
That should be the sermon bumper for this week.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it just says "Pray for Eddie" on the bottom. All right, let's see. We got Crystal, Walker, and Hannah. Hey guys, they say hey neighbors. Virginia,
hey, what's up?
Eula, Faye, Winter, Ron Powers.
Ron,
he was just about to ask about Ebenezer. I'm glad we talked about it. Sherry
yeah.
Knight, Carol McKinney says hee haw.
Hee haw.
Crystal says, "What in the world are you wearing?"
I ask myself that every day.
Hey Mary, Sayetta. Hey Linda.
Oh, Mary. It's always good when your spouse is watching.
All right, one of my favorite songs is "Living Hope." We're gonna do that, and I know I say that.
Hat off
yeah, you can take the hat off. This is a serious one. Well, let's not leave it as a prop. But we do have some more props coming, so don't go anywhere.
Great.
I know I say that about 90% of the songs. This is my favorite song, one of my favorites, but it's true, it is, and it just speaks to that in the verses. So we're going to sing just the whole version of Living Hope. Just talk about that grace and just get that in your mind as you begin the week, because you can handle anything that the week's going to throw at you. So here we go. Is there a piano intro to this one?
What are you playing there?
How does it go? Oh, wait, I got it. I don't know if this is it, but it sounds good.
That's pretty close, I think. Am I singing this one?
Yeah.
How great the chasm that lay between us, how high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation, I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night. Then through the darkness, your loving kindness tore through the shadows sorrows of my soul. The work is finished, the end is written. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Who could imagine so great a mercy? What heart could fathom such boundless grace? The God of ages stepped down from glory to wear my sin and bear my shame. The cross has spoken, I am forgiven. The King of Kings calls me his own. Beautiful Savior, I'm yours forever. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah, death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your buried body began to breathe. Out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your buried body began to breathe. Out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Jesus, yours is the victory. Oh, hallelujah. Praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah. Death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah. Praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah. Death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Oh God, you are my living hope.
Man, that's high. The second verse could be a song by itself. Can we just do the second verse? Just think about the second verse words that we're about to do. It could be a song all by itself. Here we go. Go ahead.
Who could imagine so great a mercy? What heart could fathom such boundless grace? The God of ages stepped down from glory to wear my sin and bear my shame. The cross has spoken, I am forgiven. The King of Kings calls me his own. Beautiful Savior, I'm yours forever. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah, death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah, death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah. Praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah. Death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. my living hope.
Isn't that beautiful? That's, the whole message is right there in one verse.
Yep.
Then
Great
they kept going.
there. Mm-hmm.
We'll leave that one alone just because it was so it was good. All right, so Kathy, if you're watching, Kathy likes to. I lost my ears, as they say. Kathy, if you're watching, well, let me tell everybody. Kathy likes to do a thing where she copies hymns that nobody knows, and then she gives them to me, and she's like, "I'd like to hear this." So we're gonna sight read together.
Oh gosh.
So here's one of Kathy's hymns. Do you know this one? She claims she found it out of Baptist hymnal, but I don't know it. Yeah, I'm good. Josh was just asking if you come on camera. I told him just in a minute. So Tell It to Jesus is the name of the hymn. Do you know this one?
We'll see.
All right. I purposely haven't looked at it either, so here we go. This is for you, Kathy. And if it's not good, then it's still for you, actually. Here we go. That wasn't a right place to start intro. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Good luck.
Okay. Are you weary? Are you heavy-hearted? Tell it to Jesus. Tell it to Jesus. Are you grieving over joys departed? Tell it to Jesus alone. Tell it to Jesus. Tell it to Jesus. He is a friend that's well known. You have no other, such a friend or brother. Tell it to Jesus alone.
All right, let's make it real hard. Do the third verse.
Oh, nuts.
Third verse is hidden with all the other text, and he's got to read the notes and read the third verse. Here we go. Put that Furman degree to use. Ready? Make Larry say it proud. Is Larry watching?
I don't know.
Here's your degree at work.
All right, here we go.
Are you getting a close-up of Eddie?
Yeah. So you can see there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot to look at.
Can you get that?
I'm getting adjusted to new glasses, too, so it's like...
Blame it on the glasses.
Yeah. No, I blame it on you. All right, let's go for it.
All right, here we go.
Before I forget the melody. All right. Yeah.
All right, ready? Here's your starting note.
2, 3, and do you fear the gladdening clouds of sorrow? Tell it to Jesus. Tell it to Jesus. Are you anxious? What shall be tomorrow? Tell it to Jesus alone. Tell it to Jesus. Tell it to Jesus. He is a friend that's well known. You have no other, such a friend or brother. Tell it to Jesus alone. Other than being glad about the clouds of sorrow. Sorry. That's gathering, not gladness.
I dropped the music, but I was like, all the hymn chords are the same.
All right. We'll put that one in the pile.
Hey, people are still watching.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
All right.
Usually I thought they just kind of tuned in and said, oh, it's Braden and Eddie, and like went off and did some laundry or something for a better evening.
I'm going to watch some grass grow or something.
Yep.
All right. So I have a contest for you. It's
Oh.
really a competition against yourself. Are you ready?
Uh,
It doesn't matter if you're ready or not.
it never does.
So we're going to celebrate Jesus' birthday a little early. So here you go. You put this on. And then all you have to do is sing the entire next hymn and fill this balloon as you're singing. So you got to sing into the balloon.
Sing into the balloon.
So I'll give you, I have 2 balloons, so I'm going to give you an example. This is Rock of Ages. And try to fill the whole balloon. Okay. There's yours.
Did this one come off the floor like everything else?
I found it behind the steps. No, it's
Get
new.
the balloon started?
Yeah, you can get it started. Stretch it out. You know how to do it. All right, so Rock of Ages, clef for me. Maybe we'll do 2 verses, And if you can, okay, easy. Don't- Hey, if he passes out, just
Yeah,
drag him in the hallway. I'll
exactly.
keep playing, Josh.
Now, what am I supposed to do? Sing and blow into the
Hold
balloon?
the mic and sing into it and try to fill the balloon with 2 verses.
2 verses.
Yeah. I mean, you can breathe in between, but you got to try to. If you can pop it,
Pop the balloon. I ain't popping the balloon.
if you can pop it with 2 verses, I'll be impressed.
How about if I
If you get lightheaded, stop. Because
already there.
'cause-
So I have to hold this in my mouth.
Josh,
Sing in the
you're
mouth.
giving him mouth to mouth. If it comes to that.
They taste awful. I need to get it off the floor or
Yikes.
something over there.
All right, here we go.
It's
Here we go.
like, I don't know, it's a balloon from a foreign country or something because it's got something. There's something on it already. I see it.
It was I was kicking it around a gas station bathroom, and I picked it up. There was like hairs on it and stuff.
I don't doubt it. Last week he grabs the recorder off the floor of the studio. It's been sitting there for 6 months. And he said he wipes it on his shirt and says, here,
Yeah.
blow on this.
Yeah,
It's,
a little dirt don't hurt.
All right.
Here we go.
I forgot what the challenge is. This is in the mouth. What we're doing? Oh.
Here, 1, 2. Good job. I hope somebody tunes in right now. Keep going. Keep going. All right, that's 1 verse. That's it. That's all the air you're putting forth. All right, here we go. See how much bigger you can get it. Ready? 1 and 2.
Are you speeding it up?
Yes. Did you get that? It would have been awesome if it would have hit the camera. We would have just ended the broadcast right there. All right. All
I
right,
gotta
you're good.
go get a
Take a break.
disinfectant wipe or something. Goodness gracious. That's the most horrid taste I've had in my mouth.
Speaking of Grace, thanks for not throwing me out yet. All
Okay,
right.
are we done with the party hat?
Yeah, we're
too?
done with that for now. I mean, you
All
can
right.
keep that for later if you want. Davey, you just missed an incredible event. Happy Monday, Davey. Listen, go back 2 minutes and watch what you just missed.
Oh, Lordy.
All right, your grace is enough. Chris Tomlin can't go wrong with this one. So you need a minute to recover.
It's still clear in my mouth. Where's
Do we-
my Deer Park water? That
we-
was supposed to be our sponsor for today.
Do we need a? Will you put on some water drinking music on that second camera?
Wait a minute. Wait, he drank out of that. Put it back over there. I ain't drinking out of
he
that.
doesn't need my sickness.
Josh is over there coughing up a lung.
You want to go to the?
yesterday.
You want to go to the water fountain real quick?
Oh, take a 2-minute
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, go ahead. So Eddie left me. No dead air. Let's see. I know a lot of jokes, but I can't think of any of them right now because I'm being put on the spot. So. We got a few more songs for you, all Grace related. If you have any requests, let us know. And if Eddie and I can fake our way through it, we'd love to play it for you. While we're stopped, midweek, February. Don't you leave.
Goodbye.
He's leaving. On February 4th,
waving
I believe,
goodbye.
there's a lot of Bible studies are going to start, and I just posted about that today on the Facebook page and Instagram. So, Eddie, you better come back in here. I can't sing. These songs are too high. And we had a staff meeting today. We're talking about some exciting things later in the year that we're going to let you guys know when we have the plans more solid. So just to let you know, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes to help people and bless the rest. So, hey, Linda, that's nice of you to say. Thank you. Sherry Knight said, Eddie is such a trooper.
Very much. Appreciate
All
y'all
right.
watching. just a little bit of me dies each time I'm on Music Monday.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't seem to get on 40 minutes, but I can do music on Monday.
Well, actually, I
Big
asked
requirement.
you. 40 minutes this round is about marriage, and I asked you, and you were like, nah.
All right.
Is Mary still watching?
We'll stick to music.
All right, your grace is enough. Here we go.
Great is your faithfulness, O God. You wrestle with the sinner's heart. You lead us by still waters and to mercy.
Different words.
And nothing can keep us apart. So remember your people, remember your children, remember your promise, O God. Your grace is enough, your grace is enough, your grace is enough for me. Great is your love and justice, God. You use the weak to lead the strong. You lead us in the song of your salvation. And all your people sing along.
Sing with us home if you know it.
So remember your people, remember your children, remember your promise, O God. Your grace is enough, your grace is enough, your grace is enough for me. Your grace is enough, your grace is enough, your grace is enough for me. So remember your people, remember your children, remember your promise, O God. Your grace is enough, your grace is enough, your grace is enough for me. Your grace is enough, heaven reaching down to us. Your grace is enough for me.
One more time.
Your grace is enough, I'm covered in your love. Your grace is enough for me, for me.
What does that mean, Eddie? Your grace is enough. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think, again, it kind of boils down to it's not really what we do or what we have done or haven't done. It all, just to say that His grace is enough for me, it's not what we've done, it's what He's done. And so I think it just kind of puts it in proper perspective to say, God remembers us in His grace. He does some great things there for us on our behalf that we really don't deserve. And I think it kind of keeps, hopefully for us, just a humble spirit about ourselves and what we think. Sometimes we maybe in this world get a little too much of a sense of maybe self-importance or something like that. And it's really more about His story than it is about our story.
Yeah.
And I think that's the proper perspective that we need to keep in mind. And God's grace, I think, reminds us a little bit of that.
You said so much. Yes, I want to touch on that. So Ron Powers just said, "Thanks, guys. I love it when you do your act." This ain't no act, Ron. This is made up.
This is who we are.
Yeah. What a great way to start the week. So we get some slack online sometimes, especially on YouTube, because we have kind of funny videos to make points and stuff, and we do things like this. And we always say that we think God had a sense of humor. He made us like that. And sometimes laughter is the best way to get to somebody's heart so that you can change it. And so that's why we do it this way. That sounds like a good build-up to I'm not going to make you do anything crazy.
I was wondering. I'm sweating a little bit. This sweater was not the right wardrobe to wear for today.
It is hot in here. Okay. Linda Alexander says, oh, man, I started to sing along as you requested. Suddenly the dog gets up and runs and hides under the table. I thought it was because we were singing.
That pretty much about sums it up. You must have had our volume up a little bit.
All right. Another in the Fire is a song about how he'll be there. He's always there in the good times, but he's especially there when it's not good. And so that's what I love about this song. So we're going to sing that one too, if we can remember how the verse goes.
There's a grace when the heart is under fire, another way when the walls are closing in. And when I look at the space between where I used to be and this reckoning, I know I will never be alone. There was another in the fire, standing next to me. There was another in the waters, holding back the seas. And should I ever need reminding of how I've been set free, there is a cross that bears the burden, where another died for me. There is another in the fire. There is another in the fire.
Listen to this next verse.
All my debt left for dead beneath the waters. I'm no longer a slave to my sin anymore. And should I fall in the space between what remains of me and this reckoning, either way I won't bow to the things of this world. And I know I will never be alone. There was another in the fire, standing next to me. There was another in the waters, holding back the seas. And should I ever need reminding of how I've been set free, there is a cross that bears the burden, where another died for me. There is another in the fire. Whoa, whoa. There is another in the fire. Whoa, there is another in the fire. Whoa, there is another in the fire. Whoa, and I can see the light in the darkness as the darkness bows to him. I can hear the roar in the heavens as the space between wears thin. I can feel the ground shake beneath us as the prison walls cave in. Nothing stands between us. Nothing stands between us. There is no other name but the name that is Jesus. He who was and still is and will be through it all. So come what it may in the space between all the things unseen and this reckoning, I know I will never be alone. I know I will never be alone. There'll be another in the fire, standing next to me. There'll be another in the waters, holding back the seas. And should I ever need reminding how good you've been to me, I count the joy come every battle, 'cause I know that's where you'll be. Be another in the fire. Whoa, whoa. There is another in the fire. Whoa, there is another in the fire. Whoa, whoa. There is another in the fire. Whoa, there'll be another in the fire. Standing next to me, there'll be another in the waters, holding back the seas. And should I ever need reminding how good you've been to me, I count the joy come every battle, 'cause I know that's where you'll be. I count the joy come every battle, 'cause I know that's where you'll be.
I feel like somebody needs to hear that song today. You were not alone in that battle. And I hope that speaks to your heart. Somebody out there I feel like needs to hear that. So
Absolutely.
we got one more song, Eddie.
Woo.
The topic is grace, and we haven't done this one yet.
Sounds like it's one we need to do.
Amazing
Probably
Grace.
one that everybody else knows
Yep.
too. So that's always good. And we've sung this song probably more than probably about any other song that we sing during the year, I think, whether it's this one or whether it's the Chris Tomlin with My Chains Are Gone. But I think it's because we're all in desperate need of this. And I think it speaks to the heart of a lot of people that that need to know that what they have done is not anything that can't be forgiven by the grace of God, that can't be covered in the blood of Jesus by the grace of God, and that salvation is free to all who will simply reach out and accept this wonderful grace gift that He's given us. So,
Well said. And we sing these words a lot, and I just really want to challenge you to focus on what they mean, like you're hearing them for the first time, and just think about that. We don't have to do that verse 5. That's a weird one.
I thought you'd leave that out.
You want to do it for fun?
That was not in the Baptist hymnal.
Yeah, I don't know what this verse 5 is weird in here, but
Yeah.
we'll do as many as you want. And so thank you for joining us, Musical Monday. Got a lot of Bible studies starting February 4th, and stay tuned on all of our channels. Make sure you download our app, which is on the App Store or Google Play, and just type in Summerville Baptist, and you'll find it's a little green S with a white background, and it's got everything you need to stay in touch and be in contact with us all week. So, anything else to say?
I think it's going to be a great week.
It is.
It starts with this, and we're sorry for that, but it can only get better this week. When you do
I was like,
that.
where are you going with this? We'll do 3 of them. Slow it down a little bit.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear
Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week on Musical
God-
Monday.
God bless you. Have a great week.